One of the things anime is most known for is aura and hype moments. Every series has their moment, some more than others, and a fair chunk of my favourite moments come from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. From Kaz getting the Redstone of Asia to Jotaro absolutely bluffing the hell out of Darby and Jolene vs Poochie. You get the point. If I named all the hype moments from JoJo's, I'd literally be here forever. Now looking back on the entire series, one of my top picks would probably be the final showdown of part 5 between Team Bucciarati and Diavolo. The stakes, the actions, the twist, the conclusion, and of course I can't forget, the stands. Part 5 definitely had its fair share of broken abilities, but none as broken as the powerhouse itself. So join me as I try to do the series justice and create my most ambitious cosplay project yet, Gold Experience Requiem. Alright, here's how I'm going to go about doing this cosplay. The best way I feel I can encapsulate the depth of the body is to create the armor in 2 layers. So with one template, I'm going to have to cut out twice as much so that the base layer can be the color that I want, and then the second layer I can put on and then cut out all the little patterns and stuff. Okay, so the base layer is going to be primed and then spray painted orange, and then the layer on top of that will be primed again and then painted like a pale yellow. And I can't forget the bits of green and purple around the place. Now, I don't think I trust body paint enough to the extent where I have to cover my entire body. So to work around this, I'm going to create some leggings, an undershirt, mask and gloves out of pale jersey fabric, and hopefully it looks good. And I'm also doing this in time for Supernova in the Gold Coast. Okay, you got all that? Well, even if you don't, you'll catch on quick. So, let's go! Hello. It's currently the 19th of February and we're going to start. So I've got templates for a chest armor piece as well as some arm pieces. So the plan is I'm going to cut these templates out in 2mm foam. So let's get to it. Quick smoothie break. Done with the cutting. Now we're going to move on to the gluing of the first layer of the armor and arms. I'm going to split it up into 2 layers because, as you can see on the stand, like all the different colors and patterns, and you know, it'd probably be a lot easier to do one layer as the undercolor and then the second layer the main color, like this pale yellow whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to assemble the first layer and see where we go from there. the template just made it go like really far down, whereas the stand one comes up really high. The cut off here is locked a bit by the heart. Just gonna wait for that to dry so I can prime it, as well as everything else here. Well, the first layer, that is. So, let's cut to that. It's time to attempt to make a collar. There's no template for it, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Wish me luck. Okay, so the way it's in one piece right now doesn't actually fit me, so I'm going to cut a slit in the back and open it up and then try and figure out how to attach it after.
A few moments later.
Ow! Oh yeah. It's definitely not nice to put on, but there you go. First layer, kind of done, I guess. Ooh, it's nice. It's got like a nice headrest. I'll get this off now. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Holy. Oh. Easy. It's actually turned out a lot better than I was expecting. I'm just going to clean it up a bit, put some more glue on, and just, yeah, let it set. So I had to change up what I was going to do for the calf armor, because obviously I've got the elastic there, but I can't really have it on the bottom of it because otherwise I just can't put it on because my feet are too big. Innovation is key, so that's why I've got Velcro on the ends, so that when, you know, I've got to slide them on, all I got to do is and it's on. Alright, gonna give the main armor a nice rubber coat so then I can start spray painting. Let's do it. got all these little accessories. Doesn't look like much, but I'm going to take the Dremel to them, and I'm going to add some foam putty to the circles, I guess, because I'm going to make the beetles. And then just with these accessories, I'm just going to take the Dremel to the edges, just make them a bit more neater. I've had to give a bit of thought to the calf bit of the stand, because obviously there's like the green bit on the back, but the way I've designed this, it's just open. I'm just going to have some tabs that will stick on here, wrap around the back. So then once I slide this on, then I can just twist this so you can get that nice finish around the calf, I guess. So I hope it works. I think with every project I've ever done, I've always kind of rushed the process, which in turn just makes it turn out not as nice as it could have. Like, I'm not saying my stuff's bad, but it definitely could be a lot better if I just take a bit more care, you know? I really need to do it with this, because I feel like with this bit of the armor, it's going to be very noticeable. So I just really need to take some care, which is hard for me, but I'll try. Okay, this is pretty embarrassing to say, but it took me quite a while to figure out that my camera wasn't shooting in the right mode. Somehow, one of the times I was setting up my camera, I accidentally hit like the mode button on the top of the camera, and it switched to S&Q mode, whatever the hell that means. So that's fun. But this actually makes for a good segue into what I want to talk about next. So whenever I make a video like this in the future, I kind of want to take a bit of time to kind of explain the character a bit. Now, everyone knows that majority of stands throughout the series are named after either artists, bands, or even song. Sex Pistols, Killer Queen, Foo Fighters, Notorious B.I.G., Oingo Boingo Brothers, Red Hot Chili Pepper, Purple Haze, and of course, my guy, Gold Experience. Now, it's a very unique part of the series, and that's just one of the reasons why it kind of stands out from everything else. Now, I'm glad Araki did this, because it actually just makes JoJo's more relatable and memorable, you know? Anyway, Gold Experience Requiem. Where'd it come from? After Bucciarati discovered and neutralized Silver Chariot Requiem's ability, everyone's souls went back to their own bodies, and out of the smoke rose Giorno, holding the arrow. Infuriated by this, Diavolo launches at Giorno, but it's too late. Giorno's already pierced his golden experience with the arrow. Mista and Trish watch on as they both believe Giorno has the upper hand, but it didn't work. The arrow rejects Gold Experience, and Giorno collapses to the ground along with his stand. While all this is going on, obviously Diavolo's gloating about the fact that the arrow chose him and all that. But while he tries to pick up the arrow, it doesn't stay in his hand. He's in shock at this fact. And then even more to the fact where the arrow moves towards Gold Experience and starts crawling up his arm. Now, still believing his premonition will come true, Diavolo launches a barrage of attacks at Gold Experience, and they disintegrate him. Well, his shell, that is. When the dust clears from Diavolo's attack, he turns around and sees the truth. His fate. Gold Experience Requiem. So it turns out I was on the wrong setting for recording, and the mic just wasn't picking up any audio, so that's fun, even though I was talking to you guys the whole time. But I'm done the body armor now, so all I gotta do is put the masking tape on all these little holes, prime it, and then spray paint it with the final coat. Before we do that, let's do everything else. Also, never press random buttons on your camera. Most people I've seen online that do like stand cosplay, they do like body paint. I don't really trust that. Like, I feel like it just wouldn't come off and I'd have to be yellow forever. So I got a template for compression top and leggings, as well as a mask, so that I don't have to paint, because one, that'd take a long time, and two, if it doesn't come off, that's really embarrassing. And also, I probably wouldn't be the most comfortable walking around half naked, even though I would have armor on and stuff. I just wouldn't want to do that. So I'm going to put all the layers on, and then we're going to get to sewing. Alright, we're priming the second layer. I hope the masking tape stays, because otherwise I wasted about 5 hours, so let's go. Alright, we're finally painting the second layer, and I hope it matches the material I got for the undershirt and pants and all that. I should have checked that before, but I'm going with it. While I wait for the paint to dry, I'm going to work on the face because I finally got the eyes. I'm using cut in half ping pong balls for the eyes, as well as this see-through material. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to colour it pink, I think the colour of the eyes are, and then attach them, and then also add the lips because I want to mug everyone at the convention. This is so creepy. That actually looks clean, bro. Yo, what's up guys, it's me, Gold Experience Requiem. But it actually looks so good. I love the purple arrow. Now you look like someone who wants to see something really satisfying. You don't. Yeah, okay, cool. No, that's all good. I'll just be over there. I'm gonna just cut out some little bits of foam for the hand and ankle, like beetle things. If you look on the stand, but like a ladybug or something. So I'm just gonna do those. By the way, don't mess with me. I've got a stand now. So what? What's up? What's up? Huh? Just kidding. Magnets on the back so it'll cover the back split and look a bit better. This is the last sort of major step I've got for this cosplay, and that's the sewing. I've left the best for last. So what I've got to make a shirt, I'm gonna make a mask, pants and gloves. Now like I said, this is the last kind of proper stage of the build, except for one more thing. I don't know why I really did this, but I signed up for the cosplay competition at Supernova. Now while I was like answering all the questions, I was just thinking, this is not, you know, something that I'd normally do, and I think that's part of the reason why I did it. You know, it's like, if I don't do it, when am I ever gonna do it? So it'll be interesting, especially because I put down to do a dance. Now, the extent of my dancing is salsa, which I've been doing for around a year, but I'm putting in to do the torture dance, and it's a lot harder than I thought. It's the 31st of March, so I've got roughly 10 days to finish this build, tidy it all up, and learn the dance well enough that I'm not absolutely frozen on stage. But I'm not going to give up, even though I really want to. But for the moment, let's get into the sewing so that I can finally be done with this build and learn how to dance. I'm about to head on my ski trip. I'll see you guys at the snow. Nah, just kidding. Okay, shirt's done. Definitely rushed, but it actually can be rushed because I'm covered by the armor, thank goodness. I don't actually know how to show the shirt. Like, oh yeah, look at that, wow. So I made this mask so that when I'm wearing the mask, you don't see my human head and hair. And I think it looks pretty good. Damn it. That is so quick. I wanna try and get it in 1x speed, but I might have to slow it down because that is so fast. And plus I'm not even wearing the armor. So I'm probably gonna trip and fall when I actually do it. Bit of a switch up on the gloves because the pattern that I got was really hard to follow, and the time I had left I was like, I'm not bothered to do this. So I made these instead, hand wraps or whatever. Still got the beetles on them that are, there's a magnet under there. So that's done, and I reckon these are better because, you know, still got a design, but I can also use my hands. Unlike cosplays like Vegeta where I'm wearing the white gloves and I just got to take my gloves off every time I want to use my phone or, you know, eat and all that stuff. So I'm glad I can still use my fingers. But now that's done, finished. I've reached the deadline, thank goodness. So it's the 6th today. So in 6 days, I'm gonna be wearing this. I don't really want to wait too long, so I'm gonna call in a favor from a buddy of mine. Just give me a sec. Hello? Hey, what's going on, bro? It's me. Yeah, no, I'm alright. Look, I can't imagine you're too busy, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, look, do you remember that favor that you owe me? Look, is it possible to do 6 days? Really? I mean, how long have you been there for? Look, surely in that amount of time your powers have developed enough to stretch it to 6 days. Just give it a try, alright? And if it doesn't work, then... Thanks, bro. Have fun. Alright, now we wait. Don't know how long we have to wait, but... How you guys going anyway? Enjoying the video? How many of you are actually watching this right now? One person? Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, this is really awkward. Don't really want to call him again because, you know, he's a bit busy with, you know. So I'll just wait it out, I guess. I feel like I've forgotten one. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's no way I forgot that. I better call back, otherwise if you keep typing. To the cosplay theatre because I'm actually in the cosplay competition. I don't know why I did this to myself, but you know, I'm just going to showcase this and also do a dance, which one is already hard enough because I don't really dance, and two, I have to do it in this bulky armour, but I'm still going to give it a go. So let's win an award.
Have you got your breath yet?
It's made of, yeah, so the whole armor is made of 2 layers of foam.
Yep.
Just so, like, on the shirt.
It's, yeah, anybody that's done body paint before is like, let's not do body paint.
I would not recommend dancing in full armor.
Alright, done with the competition and I feel it a bit down. It was good. It was a good show and all that. But I was just psyched.
You won us with the magic of dance,
Yeah.
as they say in Footloose.
That's why you always, I'm going to start preaching it now, even though I didn't believe it before this. You got to always step out of your comfort zone and do stuff that you wouldn't do, because I would never do something like that.
But not only that, you've made it so functional that you can dance up here and wow us with your sick moves. Whilst it doesn't fall apart. So big props to you, well done.
Backstage I was like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever done. Why am I doing this? But we'll change when I go up here, and I've got something to prove for it, so let's go.
Fantastic.
And that's it. Supernova is done. The build held up quite well, but I've got a few adjustments to make, but thanks for watching One to Build. I appreciate everyone that supports me, and we're going to keep doing better things after this.